So with this particular series, if you are looking for a bigger challenge, you might want to grab a hand weight. I would not suggest anything heavier than 5 pounds. So anywhere from 1 to 5 pounds. You can certainly do it without a hand weight, and actually that's what I would suggest to start. Try it without a hand weight first, then see what you can do. Okay? So we're going to lie down on our side for this series. You're going to find a fetal-like position. So you're going to line your elbow, shoulder, and hip up with the back of your mat. You have the option here of propping your head up, but if that hurts your neck, then come down, bring your ear to your bicep instead, and then bring your knees up close to your chest and your feet forward so you can see them. So this is called a fetal-like position, and this series in Pilates is known as the Fetal Thigh Series. So we're going to do 3 to 5 exercises from this series today. Now this hand can be in front of you, you can have it behind you. For more of a challenge, you're placing your hand on top of your leg. For an even bigger challenge today or one day someday, you're grabbing a hand weight, again, no heavier than 5 pounds, and you place it here, okay? And we're going to begin this one with bent leg lift. So on your next inhale, lift up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. So with this particular exercise and the one that follows, the visual you want to use is an imaginary glass of water resting on your thigh. So pretend like it's right here and you don't want that glass to spill. So in other words, you're keeping your ankle, knee, and hip all in one line, lifting with control, lowering with control. Nice. Belly button gently pulls towards your spine to protect yourself. Now this might not look like much, but you are going to slowly start to feel it. The Fetal Thigh Series does not involve really intricate or large movements. It doesn't even involve fast movements. But instead what we're doing here with this position is we're really isolating, as you may already feel or you certainly will start to feel. And so the cool thing about this is that it can be tailored to your fitness level very easily because the movements are really simple. Now if you can, we're going to do 3 more. If not, no worries, you can always take a break. To take a break with this one is super simple. You just stop moving and rest. The position is innately a break position, and this fetal-like position is a comfortable position for most people in regards to your lower back, keeping that safe. So at any point with any of these exercises, just find this position. If you need to rest, you can rejoin whenever you're ready. So that was a bent leg lift. Now we're going to add some double taps to those. So with or without your hand weight, you're going to tap twice and up. Inhale, inhale, exhale, up. Now the same visual that we used for the previous exercise is going to apply here. So think of a glass of water resting on your thigh or your knee, and you're trying to keep that glass from spilling. So everything is in alignment. Movement is smooth. Let me show you what this might look like if it was improper. You might be dropping your leg and just kind of throwing it up. You might also be letting your knee pop up like this or your ankle. So instead, we're trying to keep everything in one line. As you can tell with this series, we do high reps. So once again, if you need to, you're just taking a break by resting, rejoining when you're ready. We're going to do a couple more if possible. My rule of thumb is if I can feel the discomfort, but I can maintain my form, then I push through. I continue. If I can't maintain my form though, then I certainly take a break. Shaking is okay. Nice, rest. If you're looking for an even bigger challenge, you don't have to rest. You can keep moving on with the exercise or you can hold. So once again, you can see how this one is really versatile in regards to your fitness level. You could be doing just a few, resting with no weight. You could have a 5-pound weight on here without any rest, and you can see how that would be a completely different workout. So you can take this simple movement tailor it how you need to in a given day. And for the most part, regardless of how challenging you choose for it to be, you're not going to sweat. So you can sprinkle this in at your lunch break, or maybe right after work if you have to head to a happy hour or something like that. It's a great way, like I said, tone and strengthen without the sweat. Okay, next one's called the clam. You can use a weight for this one. I'm not going to, just so my hand is free for demonstration purposes. With the clam, it's exactly like it sounds. You're going to open your top knee as a clam would and close. The key with this one is you don't want your top hip to roll back. Okay, so if I were to do it incorrectly, I would let my hip roll with my knee. Instead, we want to stabilize the top hip, open the knee as wide as we can, and drop. So you're holding at the top for a second and closing. You may only open a few inches. You may open really wide. It just depends on your strength and flexibility in your hip right now. There's no right or wrong amount of range of motion here. Again, the key is just keeping your hips stacked. So how much can you open your knee without letting your hip roll back? Hold for a second. We've got 2 more of these. You're doing great. Last one. Belly button gently towards your spine and rest. Good. Make sure the shoulder is away from your ear. Next, with or without the weight, bring your leg hip height. So your ankle is hip height, your knee is hip height. Now extend your top leg and bend. Gentle flex of your toes and bend. There's no need here to hyperextend your leg. So right here, I still have a little knee bend. So I'm not locking my knee because that could hurt that joint, especially when it's lifted in this position and you may even have a weight on it. So always keep a little knee bend with this one. Remember, shaking is okay. If you can keep your form, then see what you can do if you just keep moving. However, if you need a break, if your form gets goofy or you've just had enough, then just drop your leg down, take a few breaths, rejoin when you're ready. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Strong core. You got this. We're almost there. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, rest. And before we switch sides, we're going to do one last round of those double taps. We're going to end this side by holding for a couple breaths. Do what you can. Pull your belly button towards your spine to prep. Relax your face. Here we go. Inhale, inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale, inhale, big exhale. Our goal here to finish up is a total of 10. So we've got a few more. Last 5. 4. Do what you can. 3. Last 2. Now, if possible, hold your leg hip height. Take a big inhale through your nose. We're just holding here. Big exhale. Shaking is okay. Inhale. Pull your belly button to your spine. Exhale. One final inhale in this position. You're such a rock star. Awesome. Then slowly come down. Really nice job with that side. Do whatever you need to do here to let that side of your body loosen up. I always like to give it a little massage. Awesome. Push yourself up. We're going to go right to the other side. So flip around. Line yourself up with the back of your mat, your shoulder, elbow, and hip. And remember, you can either prop your head up or rest ear to your biceps, so you're using your arm as a pillow. Bend your knees into your chest, and then bring your feet up so you can see them. You're in a fetal-like position. With or without the weight, we're going to start here with the bent leg lifts. So inhale to prep, exhale lift. Inhale down, exhale up. Nice. Belly button to your spine. Good job. Now I hate to break it to you, but the second side is typically a bit more challenging than the first. Whether you knew it or not, this hip was actually working. It was stabilizing while you were doing the other side, so it's already a bit fatigued. So if that's how you're feeling, know that you're not alone. You may need to take a few extra breaks on this side, no big deal. Your number one goal is always form. So we want quality movement so that we're not only keeping ourselves safe, but also making sure we're doing things effectively. So if you can't maintain your form, then always, always, always take a break. If you're able to maintain your form, but you're shaking, it's uncomfortable, see what you can do. Maybe push your limits a little bit today, as long as it feels safe. But then remember, if and when that break is necessary, just rest like this. Deep breaths. Rejoin when you're ready. Let's do 3 more. 2 and 1. Next we have the double taps. With this one, as well as the bent leg lifts, our visual is the glass of water on our knee. We don't want that to spill. When you're ready, tap twice and come up. Inhale, inhale, exhale up. See if you can tap your knees, I should say, and your toes at the same time. And see how crisp and light those taps can be. That's what makes this one a little extra challenging compared to the first one, is those light, crisp taps require a lot of control. And whenever we are requiring a lot of control, that always takes muscle. Muscle over momentum is our goal with Pilates and yoga, frankly. I need a little break here. If you need one too, go ahead and do that. I'm going to put my weight down for a second. Rejoin when you're ready. Inhale, inhale, exhale up. Light taps. Remember, if you're feeling this, you're doing it right. It looks like it would be nothing, right? If you saw someone do this, it doesn't look like it would be a big deal, but we're isolating. So it is a big deal. Nice job. Let's do 3 more. 2. Awesome. Rest if you need it. If you want a big challenge, you can either hold your leg hip height or you can continue with the double taps. We've got the clam next. This one, again, can be done with or without a weight. Goal here is to keep your hips stacked. So make sure they're stacked before you start. Then check in with your core. Make sure you're supporting yourself. Shoulders away from your ear. Inhale to prep. Exhale, lift your top leg. Don't let your top hip roll back. Inhale down. Exhale, lift and hold. Nice. Keep going. Breathe. So once you get this series down, it's kind of a nice one to do, like if you're watching TV or something and you don't want to just be a total couch potato. It takes a little while to get the form and stuff though, so I wouldn't encourage that right away. I would encourage you to watch this video a few times until you feel like you've really kind of muscle memoried the form. Hang on, you got 2 more. And rest. Whew, I don't know about you, but my buns are burning. We got 2 more exercises. Next one is our kicks, our extensions, and then we'll end with those double taps again. So with or without the weight, lift your leg, hip height, ankle, knee, and your knee are all hip height. Then extend, don't lock your knee, and bend. Extend and bend. If you can't keep your ankle and knee hip height, then take a break. Belly button to your spine. Really nice job. Use your breath to help you here. A lot of times with yoga and Pilates, when you're doing or holding doing uncomfortable exercises or holding in uncomfortable positions, your breath is really your savior, okay? You want to focus on it. It's going to help you continue and to hold longer than you might expect. Often when we run into trouble, we hold our breath. So we're kind of retraining our body to, instead of holding your breath when you get stressed out, to breathe more deeply. And that's going to be something that's going to benefit you not only on the mat, but also off the mat in your everyday life. I'm going to put the weight aside for now. Very nice. Last 5. 4, 3, 2, and either hold or rest. We're almost there. One more set of double taps, and then we'll call it a day. So with or without the weights, you're going to tap twice and up. Inhale, inhale, exhale up. Do what you can. Nice work. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, hold it up there. Big inhale through your nose. Shaking is okay. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose. Big exhale. One final inhale, hold. Exhale, come down slowly. Really nice job. That series is no joke. Awesome. Keep your knees bent to push yourself up. Then meet me in a cross-legged position if that's comfortable for you. We'll just do a quick stretch here to open up our hips. So in this cross-legged position, just add a little movement, maybe swaying side to side, hinging forward. And then realize that the more you hinge forward, the more intense the hip stretch will be. So you decide if it would feel good to hinge and hold. Maybe your hips are a bit too crappy at you right now. If that's the case, then simply hold in a seated position or continue some of that gentle movement. If you are hinging forward, make sure your belly button pulls back to protect your back. One more breath here. Roll up slowly. Switch the crossing of your legs. If you need to just straighten your legs and shake things out a bit first, feel free to do that. Eventually switch the crossing of your legs. You're going to be seated in a position that's probably not as comfortable for you. You're probably used to crossing your legs the other way. So this helps even our body out. And then once again, add a little movement here. If that would feel good, maybe hinging and holding is what you need. Maybe simply sitting up tall and holding is a big stretch on your hips. And I should mention, this is a nice option if the cross-legged position is too intense for you. Bring the bottoms of your feet together instead and hold like that for a few moments. So wherever you're at, whatever you're doing, why don't we hold here together for 2 more breaths. A big inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale. And a big exhale.